Well, today I thought we'll do something again with spelt, and we're going to make a spelt pizza, right, using chestnuts and ricotta and a reduced coffee.
All right, so let's start with the ingredients now, Dominic. So how much of the spelt flour do we need?
So we've got about 500 grams of spelt flour.
All right.
Right.
And what do we add to that?
So we're going to add about 2 teaspoons of salt.
Now, what sort of salt?
Just normal cooking salt that we use around the bakery.
All right.
All right. And then after that, we're going to be using a teaspoon of organic raw sugar, because we use organic raw sugar for our coffee.
So not white sugar, it's going to be raw. All right.
That's what I'm using today. And also we're using dry yeast. 1 teaspoon of dry yeast.
All right. And for the liquid, what are you using to combine it all?
So instead of using water, we're going to be using espresso coffee. Right?
So just what, an espresso out of the machine?
Straight out of the machine. Right. We'll make them into long coffees.
Yes.
Right, and we're going to be using about 3 cups to half a kilo of spelt flour.
All right. So when we make the espresso coffee, so do you do one shot and then run the water through to get you the cup?
Yeah, we'll just let it run until we fill up the coffee cup.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So let's start the process. Then what happens?
So we're going to put our dry ingredients first. So we're going to start with our salt first. Right, we're going to put 2 teaspoons of salt. Right. Then after that, we're going to put 1 teaspoon of raw sugar. Right, and then we're going to put 1 teaspoon of yeast. That's right. And then we're going to dry mix that together.
Right, and we're going to incorporate it. Someone loves that word, incorporate.
Oh yes, it's a lovely word, isn't it? Right, then after we've done that, we're going to add our liquid to it. Right, always remember when you use dry yeast, right, you're always going to dry mix it, right, before you add your liquid to it. We're going to pour it into 3 cups of coffee. Okay, right, beautiful. To substitute, instead of water, we're going to use coffee.
And then you give it a nice kneading?
Yes, we knead it nicely, right, until it all comes together, combined. Right, after we've got it into a nice structure, the dough, right, we're going to clean wrap it, and we're going to sit it on a nice warm spot.
How long do you need? How long?
About an hour, an hour and a half.
And does it grow in size like normal flour?
It comes about 3 times the size, right?
All right, beautiful. All right, now the best part is the topping.
Yes. All right. So what we've done with the topping, we've roasted our chestnuts.
Yes.
Right. And
so do we just slit them and then
put them in our oven? Yeah. Our wood-fired oven, right, until they're nice and open. The shell's open. Yes. Right. Then we'll let them cool before we peel them.
Look at that. So you're getting a beautiful nut.
Then we'll get fresh ricotta. Right, we'll get about 3 tablespoons of fresh ricotta. Right.
Do you need to whip that or just straight out of that?
Straight out of the container into a bowl. Yes. Right. Put a couple of teaspoons of raw sugar. Yes. Just to sweeten it a little bit. Right. Just break that down. Don't stir it or whip it or anything like that, because you want to see the chunky ricotta on there. Beautiful. Right. Then after you get your coffee that I reduced, and put a couple of teaspoons of that in there, and just fold it in.
So what you've made espresso coffee from the machine, and then you put it on the stove top and reduced it.
And reduced it
to about what, half?
Yeah, until it's nice and thick.
Thick and syrupy.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's not watery.
All right, beautiful. And then we'll put it all together.
Then we'll put it all together. Once the pizza dough's been sitting for about an hour and a half and tripled in size, right, we'll take the cling wrap off it, right, and we'll take a nice piece, about 200 grams. Fantastic. Roll it into a ball. Yes. Right. And then after we'll just stretch it, right, and we'll get our toppings.
And you're good with that? Yes. Just pushing your fingers, really, you're really making holes in the dough, aren't you? But it springs back very quickly.
Yes, it does. And then once you get to a nice size, right, that you feel it's a nice size to it, you get your ricotta, right, and just spoon it on top and spread it lightly. Yeah. Right, then you get your chestnuts that you've roasted, right, you crush them up, right, and you just sprinkle them on top. Perfect. Right, and then it's ready to go in the oven.
Straight in the oven for how long?
It's about 3 to 4 minutes. Then we'll take it out, and the big surprise is that I've done some toffee earlier during the day, and we're going to break that on top of the pizza.
Yeah, what a fantastic idea! It's a good take on a coffee pizza. Do you think that is something you could incorporate here?
I think it would be nice to have that after you finished your lunch or something, to have a pizza like that with a couple of short breaks between friends, to share between friends, and just get that last coffee hit.
Yeah, absolutely.
The end of the day.
Well, that's great, and I think that for any coffee lover out there. It's just a great take on a different sort of pizza.
That's right.
You're a star, Dominic.
Thank you.
Fantastic. Well, viewers, I hope you have enjoyed this show on coffee. Of course, two big thank yous. Firstly, Moshe, you have been a multitude of information.
Thank you.
You've educated the public. You've taught us about how you taste, how you don't taste, what you should taste. And obviously there's a fairly big job that goes into that final cup of coffee, isn't there?
Well, we enjoy every moment, and the only thing that we can tell everyone that drinks coffee is don't compromise, keep looking until you find the coffee you love. Your coffee has to be great coffee, not just good coffee.
Oh, that reminds me of someone. And of course, that's very good. And of course, a big thank you to you, Dominic, for allowing us into your world. This is the most amazing machine. I'm totally mesmerised by it. You could just sort of stand there all night watching the beans.
Yes.
Especially if it's not your job, if you're just like me coming in. Viewers, thank you for staying tuned. I hope to see you at our next location. I don't know where that's going to be, but hopefully we'll be taken through the theme of coffee, food, wine, whatever it is. We love Melbourne, we love Victoria, we love the Italians. Oh gosh, do you want something racist?
No.
Alla prossima. Ciao.
Ciao.
Thank you very
Ciao.
much. Thank you very much.